June 15th, 1994, Disney's The Lion King hits theaters. 25 years later, the CG remake hits the theaters. Is the new better than the old? Let's find out. Subscribe! YouTube! Thank you all for checking my channel out, Downtime with DeMille. I hope you all are having a fantastic Thursday night or Friday morning or Saturday morning, whenever you may be watching this. I had an opportunity tonight to watch The Lion King in theaters, and I gotta tell you, the experience, well, outside of some riffraff that happened in the theater, which that might just be a whole nother video, the movie actually was really, really good, and I'm gonna tell you my thoughts about it right now. Here we go. So we all know the story of The Lion King. This is about young Simba growing up to be the eventual king of the Pride Lands when Mufasa passes away, and also dealing with life after his father dies tragically trying to save him, and dealing with Scar, who is his uncle, I believe it is. So let me get to the first thing that's really impressive about this movie right off the bat. The visuals is the thing that is the noticeable difference between the first Lion King and this one. But of course, the first Lion King was more of a traditional hand-drawn animation. This is like live action photorealistic CG. I mean, this is basically like a reimagined version of the original Lion King. Now, the only thing that I would say, as impressive as the CG and the visuals was, it was extremely impressive. I would say that in terms of critiquing the movie, I felt like this was an exact copy of the original. I mean, down to the script, down to the shot. It was basically practically the same movie, only done in CG. I would highly recommend watching the movie because this is just as good, if not better, than the original. I mean, it's a copy, so how could it possibly go bad? But I would say that, you know, aside from the CG, the voice acting was really well done. Chiwetel, I think it's pronounced Ejiofor. He did a really good job as Scar. Of course, James Earl Jones did an outstanding job, as always, reprising his role as Mufasa. You had Shahidi Joseph, who was the young version of Nala, and you had Beyonce playing the older version of Nala. And you had Donald Glover playing the older version of Simba, as well as J.D. McCrary playing the younger version of Simba. So you got the voice talent. I think Alfred Woodard also had a voice role in this movie as well. This movie was loaded with voice talent, and everybody did an amazing job with carrying out their respective characters. You know, it was really amazing. One thing that I thought was interesting about this movie was that when you think about cartoon animation and what you can do with a cartoon, and then when you think about what they were doing with this movie, with it being live action, there's limitations to what a real animal can do to what a cartoon animal can do. So it was interesting to see where they had to make subtle differences in each shot. But that's just more of a technical thing. It doesn't take away from the movie at all. It just lets you know that you're dealing with photorealistic animals that are being animated by a computer versus a cartoon that's hand-drawn, or a little more flexibility. That's me just being a little nerdy here about animation. So this movie, I gotta say, is really, really awesome. You really should go check it out. And I would definitely say that your kids obviously will enjoy the movie. Adults will enjoy the movie. The movie is about an hour and 58 minutes long, so it is definitely right at 2 hours. But I mean, it follows the same pace as the original. If you remember the pace of the original Lion King, this one is no different. The intro was amazing. Just like the original, I really loved it. I mean, honestly, this movie is so much like the original, it's really hard to say anything bad. I would say it like this. If you love the original, you should love this one. If you didn't like the original, you probably won't like this one. But it was, in my opinion, a really, really good movie. Now, in terms of how hot this movie is, I'm gonna give this movie some fire because it definitely deserves some fire. It is hot. It could have been hotter if it was maybe a little bit of a change with the story, maybe a twist here or there, but maybe they didn't really want to change too much and just stay faithful to the original story, which is cool too. But I would highly recommend watching this movie. Great visuals, great voice acting, great story, just like the original, and just a really good Disney movie. I really thoroughly enjoyed it. Even though I will add this one thing, I do think Disney is really just, I think they are just in the place where they're like, hey man, we can make movie off of this. This, you know, we did a real good Lion King 25 years ago. We can make the same movie in CG and make more money and just really, really bring all these live action movies back, and we're just going to continue to just build our empire and make more money, more money. That's just what I think how they might look at things. I don't know. This is just my opinion. Anyway, The Lion King was an awesome movie. Go out and enjoy it. And that was my reaction to The Lion King. Are you all going to go see this movie this weekend? Have you already seen it? If so, post your thoughts down in the comments below. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. It is always a pleasure. On the way out, don't forget to hit like, share this video, subscribe, tell your friends about Downtime with Demille. And I hope you all have a fantastic weekend. And as always, what are you gonna do in your downtime? Peace.